In their second edition of Classroom Assessment Techniques, a handbook for college teachers, Angelo and Cross outline 50 techniques, or CATs. The strategy being presented on is the background knowledge probe. This strategy is a classroom assessment technique in place to provide instructors with pre-assessment on what learners may or may not know at the beginning of a course or program. This strategy utilizes open-ended questions or multiple choice format to identify baseline knowledge the learner possesses. It's designed to give learners a look into learning outcomes and topics in the course or program. The background knowledge probe is a useful tool for all levels of learning and prepares the instructor to pivot where necessary to present content relevant to learner level. I've chosen to highlight the background knowledge probe because I am instructing learners that are not part of my day-to-day operation. I'm out of touch with their background and current knowledge of essential oil-based products. To ensure I am educating with no bias that excludes learners from an introductory course, it is helpful to use the background knowledge probe to identify areas of the training program that would benefit students from in-depth descriptions or hands-on product demonstrations to solidify learning outcomes. The advantage of using this CAT is I can begin an informal relationship with the learner prior to the formal training program start. This method eases tension and nerves that come with starting a new role and lays the foundation to retain materials. The background knowledge probe can also pose challenges in instruction if learners enter the program or course with varying knowledge. During the learning process, some may lose focus if they are already familiar with content, and other students may feel left behind if they do not possess foundational knowledge of the presented material. Prior to hosting a one-day onboarding program, I provided a set list of 3 open-ended questions to each new hire. They were instructed to submit their answers to these questions 48 hours in advance of the training session, allowing me adequate time to review and shift focus on content prior to the session. The 3 questions include: what are some benefits of essential oils? Name some everyday products that contain essential oils. And what are some considerations and/or pre-existing medical conditions you should consider before recommending the use of essential oils? Providing feedback using this strategy as a pre-assessment is not necessary, but can act as a caveat on how you separate groups based on knowledge level to drive peer learning in large group sizes. Asking for a response to open-ended questions before learning, I had learners introduced to the foundational material being covered in the course. It also made them think critically and widely about their current knowledge and provoke curiosity leading into the session. Going forward, I would provide the same set of questions at the beginning and end of each lesson to better gauge the retention of content delivered. Hosting multiple training sessions, I would cater the lessons to consistency in patterns that are found in providing the background knowledge probe.